Hey guys, Jacob Dupre here at Sweetwater. I'm sitting down with the Uno Synth from IK Multimedia. It's an analog synthesizer that's extremely portable. You can make synthesizer music on the go, shape your own sounds. It has an arpeggiator and sequencer and several other cool features. Let's dive in. As with any analog synth, you can craft your sound in whichever way you want by affecting things like the oscillator, the filter, envelope, or the LFO. So there are two different waves you can set. I have wave 1 on right now. And you can hear this is the first wave it's on, which is just a basic triangle. And then you can cycle through different wave types. And then you can also turn on the second wave. The way to get to the secondary list of functions in this is by holding down the button. So if I hold down oscillator, now I'm to the second level of settings. The first level is wave 1 and wave 2, tune 1 and tune 2, but then if I hold down, I go to the second level, which is the level 1, which controls the volume of the first wave. Level 2 controls the volume of the second wave. So I want to turn wave 2 up, so the light's blinking so I can turn it up. Now I have both waves together. And I can change the type of that second wave. If I want to turn the volume up a little bit more. You can change the tuning of the waves. Like so. In the filter section, you have low pass, which I'm already on. Then you also have high pass. You can change the resonance, add drive, and the envelope amount. In the envelope section, you have basic things like attack and release. And of course, release. So that's with a very long release time. Then there's the LFO section. I can change the rate. And the filter, which is what I just affected there. So while this synth doesn't have a pitch bender on it, it does have different settings that are similar to that you can use to morph your sound while you're performing. So it has a dive button, which gives a little dive to it. There's also a scoop that'll come from underneath. Vibrato. Wah as well. And tremolo. You can also click the hold button, which will hold each note you play until you play another note, then it will change. So if you click hold, as many synths do, this one has an arpeggiator and a sequencer. The arpeggiator has a lot of different patterns you can use. Here's how that works. Something cool you can do is use the hold button along with that, and it'll hold your arpeggiation down, it'll hold that chord for you. which allows you to control other things like the tempo or the cutoff or any of the other synth settings that you have. There are 100 preset sounds already in the Uno Synth, all which have their own sequence already with them. In the sequencer, there are 16 slots which you can record notes to each slot in different ways. And you can also edit them and save your own sequences onto any of the 100 slots that are in the Uno Synth. So for example, here's number 28 right here. And if I want to record, I can record while it's playing, or I can record and cycle through and enter a note for each number. And as you cycle through to number 4, number 5, number 6, and I can manually go in and add a note like that. I like to play a lot live, so if you click record and then click play, so what it's going to do is play, and then if I play a note, it'll record that. So here we go. And it will continue to overwrite each one of those slots as I record. I have here one of my own sequences that I created and saved into the Uno Synth. And now I'm going to show you when you click Alt Record how you can change individual notes and change the parameters of them. So rather than changing the cutoff or adding noise to all of the notes in the sequence, you can just affect one note at a time by holding it down and then turning the knobs, and it will change that setting. So I'm going to play it, and then you'll see as I hold down these pitches that I'm going to change some settings. So here we go. So you saw me change a few things during that demo. I wanted to add some noise to give a little offbeat, to give a little drum action in there. So I held down number 5 and number 13 and added some noise to those. I also changed the cutoff of a few of the other sequences to let it drop down and give it a different effect. Just to give you a taste of what this can do, let's go through a few of the other presets and listen to some of those sounds in those sequences. There are other typical features as well that you'll see in keyboards or synths. That you can change the octave, you can change the glide between notes. There is a delay where you can change the mix level and the time of the delay. And there's also a metronome that you can turn on to use while you're practicing or while you're making a sequence. You can also change the direction and the range of the arpeggiator. So typical things that you see in a lot of synths. This has been a look at the Uno Synth by IK Multimedia. If you have any questions about this product or any IK products, call your Sweetwater sales engineer and they'll be happy to help you. Thanks so much.